Sky Masters. Good morning. What's going on with you guys? This video today is going to have two different values. The first value is me apologizing to Rusty StarHopper, and the second value is maybe to teach other people how to say sorry and the value of doing this. And I feel like people these days don't know how to say sorry, or they think that there's no value in the humiliation behind it. And I think people avoid it a lot. I see people that are shamed by it and they avoid it, and they either lie out of it, or they make the person that came at them, they'll unfriend each other. And well, there's value behind it, man. And let me tell you why. So the more you do, the more important things that you do in life, you're probably going to make more mistakes. And that makes sense, right? The more you do, the harder these things that you're doing, the more likely you are to make a mistake. I think there's two things behind that. First being is, can you keep that percentage low? And then can you learn from them? So like in this case, I could have just read some things. I had two words that were mixed up, and which led me to make this mistake, as small as it was and as innocent, because I didn't do anything bad. I just I'll tell you in a second. I mentioned him and associated him with something, and but it had a big effect on him. To him it's a big deal, and to his group and everything else. And I don't want to send that ripple out. Okay. And then the second value that I think that you get out of this is what you do afterwards. I think what somebody does with their mistake and how they handle themselves afterwards, or being approached by it, says a lot to me. And I can tell you what. So here's what happened: as I made a post about a Reddit post getting taken down, and I get a little butthurt about the politics and just about anything, like just somebody just being unfair, or double standards kind of make me upset in anything. And there's a lot of that in No Man's Sky. So I was expressing something about Reddit and a few of their people that moderate the group over there, and how some of them are associated with some coordinate exchange. And I said something about Interstellar Index. I got them mixed up. The two groups are very similar of what they do. And Rusty StarHopper runs the Interstellar Index. And I mentioned his name. I'm like, I love Rusty. And I said something about the group, and I said Higgins was their welcome committee person. I was totally wrong, and I was speaking out the side of my butt, and I was totally wrong. I didn't say it was very small and insignificant, sort of, but it rippled out very big to Mr. Rusty StarHopper over there at the Interstellar Index, which I love the guy, man. I've known the guy, and I've seen him for so long. I got a lot of respect for him. I've seen him in the groups, and the way he carries himself and answers everybody, he's funny and everything else like that. You kind of know somebody after how many years we've been playing, that they carry themselves very well, and I've got respect for him. So I woke up the other morning, and he's texting me, and I'm getting my coffee, and he corrects me. And at first, I'm not really sold on it at first. I'm like, hold up a second. I have to kind of look back, and I'm like, oh, well, hold up a second. Yep. And he keeps typing. He's clacking away. He's putting me in my place. And he's doing it really good too, man. And he's doing it eloquently, and he's doing it the right way. He didn't come at me. He had every right to even come at me, probably even more so. But I bowed down quickly. I mean, he's got video of it, man. I was like, man, I'm sorry. I'm a dumbass, And there's nothing wrong with saying that you made a mistake like that, or anything else. And it could be something bigger. I mean, I forgot a filter on a car one time. This was very humiliating. I had a call, and we lost a member of the family, and I forgot a oil filter on a car. This is something that just flabbergasted my mind. Not only did I forget the filter, but the guy looked, I mean, that's really odd. The customer did that and came right back in. It was this big ordeal at work, and I don't know, man. I mean, I don't even stop and try to come up with an excuse, man. I just was like, hey, I did this, man. I messed up. It's your percentage that you hold, and then how can you correct your mistakes? So now I know that the Interstellar Index and the coordinate exchange, if I would have just read some things and understood 4 different words and separated them into their right locations, I would have avoided this whole mistake. It seems innocent, but it's not to him. Rusty StarHopper, I apologize for mixing you two up, you know, and I always loved you guys. And I went back into the group and like looked at my post in your group, and there was no none of these stuff that I thought happened there. So Interstellar Index is fine with me, man. I'm cool with Rusty and everything else, and um, yeah. And I was pretty dumb for making that mistake, and here I am. I'm gonna dedicate the whole video on saying that I was dumb, and now I know why I did this mistake, and now I feel better for telling Rusty that I made this mistake and clarifying to everybody that the Interstellar Index is really cool, and Rusty's a really cool guy, man, and he runs it very well, and he handles his situation very well. He came at it with such a professional like way. I mean, I think he could have yelled at me more, and I would have bowed down. I was like a dog with my tail stuck. I was sorry, you know. Damn, man, I made a mistake. I feel bad. I love you, Rusty. I love everybody else out there, man. Go tell somebody you're sorry, man, or whatever you did. It's just own it up. Keep your percentages down. Learn from your mistakes and feel good about the humiliation afterwards that you corrected things. I'll see you guys on the next video.